So this kind of comment that we see right here is what we refer to as a dog whistle. And usually, when I see these things, they come up to being basically lost cause mythology. There are a few different ways we can look at the claims that are being made in this statement. The first one, that less than 2% of Missourians own slaves. That one is false. This plays into a wider trope that kind of got passed around at the end of the Civil War, that like something like 1.6% of the country owned slaves in the Civil War. And so it really wasn't about slavery. 1.6% of the entire United States owned slaves, which if you take out the northern state, if you add the northern states, and that's probably true. But if we look at the southern states, like this handy graph right here, you can see that in some states you have over 50% of the people owning slaves. And if you go down all the way to Missouri, you're looking at somewhere between 10 to 20%. So right around probably 13% is where that bar is. So about 13% of people in Missouri own slaves, of families in Missouri own slaves. And then we get to everyone's favorite claim where we talk about the Jayhawkers. Now, the Jayhawkers were a band of murderous thugs who just crossed the border and didn't care whether you were involved in slavery or not. The border raiding began long before the Jayhawkers came on the scene. In fact, it was the border ruffians, people who came over from Missouri. One story said that the border ruffians they did their voting and shooting in Kansas and laid their heads at night in Missouri. There were people responsible for the Wakarusa Roar, Sac of Lawrence, and all these incidents where you have people coming over from Missouri armed with guns to kill, intimidate, and murder people to try to make Kansas a slave state. And this is all pre-Civil War period. During the American Civil War, you do have border ruffians and guerrilla warfare on both sides. You have the Jayhawks and you have the Bushwhackers, who are engaged in a brutal guerrilla campaign against one another. It gets so bad that Thomas Ewing, the military governor of both Kansas and Missouri in that area, orders the 10 counties that are on the eastern border of Kansas and Missouri, specifically on the Missouri side, cleared out to make sure that the Jayhawkers, one, couldn't raid in there, and two, that the Missouri guerrillas wouldn't get the support they were getting from those people. And the final point that I'm going to make on this one: if you are supporting a Confederate guerrilla, if you are supporting the Confederates during the American Civil War, you are supporting slavery. Southern states, when they seceded, made it clear that they were seceding to support the institution of slavery. And that's the entire reason we have the Civil War. It takes the North more than a few years to admit that, yes, we are now fighting the Civil War to end slavery. Southern states didn't wait that long. They said exactly, we are fighting these wars to end slavery. So there you go. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.